Hi, this is Vicki with Learning Home Volunteers, and welcome back to our pumpkin session. This week, we're going to actually explore a couple of different painting techniques. We're going to work with some leaf letters and make a striped pumpkin. You ready to get started? This is activity number 9, called Q-tip painting. We're actually going to use a different kind of way to paint by using cotton swabs. The swabs can be dipped in paint, and then when put to paper, it makes just a dot like we're seeing here. Using the cotton swab by itself, you can create all sorts of cool effects like what we've seen here. Let me show you another one. This one is all done free form with a number of cotton swabs with different colors. But there are lots of different effects you can make. You can bundle them up with a string or rubber band and make clusters of dots, or you can drag them on the paper, or you can attach them to a piece of cardboard with tape, putting a different color on each swab to make a rainbow. I'm sure your learner will find even more ways to use these swabs. It's one of the reasons we've introduced them because they are so cool. This is activity number 10. We're going to make striped pumpkins, a fancy one like on the left. And in your box, you're going to find a piece of paper that looks like this one, and a bunch of striped colored paper. We're going to ask the learner to glue the stripes of paper on the back side of the thing, this side that's blank. When they're finished, it should look something like this: a sheet completely covered with strips of colored paper. And when they turn the paper over, they'll have the other side. What you want to have them do is to cut the pumpkin out. When it's finished, it'll look something like this: a sheet, a pumpkin completely covered with stripes of colored paper. Well, this is activity number 11, letter trees. We have provided the outline of tree branches and then cut out leaves in various colors. The idea is that we can work by putting letters on the tree, and most children love to see the letters of their name. So on the leaves, you could put the letters of their name, one letter per leaf. You'll need glue, and then using your letter cards, you can call out the letters of their name and have them put it on a branch one at a time until they have their name on the tree. Or you could write their name here and then have them use the letters underneath it to spell their name. Actually, there's so many different ways you could use the letter leaves. You could use it as a lowercase to uppercase matching by gluing leaves on both sides of the paper, lowercase on one side, uppercase on the other, and then they can draw a line to connect the different letters, the one in lowercase to its corresponding uppercase letter. Or you could do a sheet for them where you use the letters down on one thing and then create um, a box for them and a letter with dots for them to trace. So many different ideas. I'm sure you guys are going to find the one that's just right for your learner. Our last activity of the pumpkin activities for our pumpkin session, we thought it might be fun to make a jack-o'-lantern. So this is activity number 12. Many celebrate Halloween, and one of the classic items to put out for those that are trick or treating to let them know that you are handing out candy is a jack-o'-lantern. Now, obviously, you can make yours with a pumpkin, but carving is kind of beyond many of our little learners. So we thought we would give them the ability to create a face for their pumpkin in an easier, smaller form. In your box, you'll find a toilet paper roll, and the first step is to actually make some orange paint. So on the plate, you want to mix 2 parts yellow to 1 part red. If it's too red, add more yellow. Once your paint is ready, you can have your learner paint their toilet paper orange and let it dry standing up. Once it's dry, they can add a face. We would love to see the faces from your learner's jack-o'-lantern, text back to the number for the notifications for this session or put them in the class tag. Well, I hope you had a good time with our pumpkin session. We'll see you our next session.